Our roots at Golden Hornet are split between classical and rock. We try to form a bridge between the two and learn from both.
It's done so in a kind of uniquely Austin character, infusing that rock band collaborative style in with the sophistication and complexity of classical music.
Every year we put out a call to band directors and schools, and we ask if there are any students that they think would be interested in composing a piece and producing a concert with us. And they've been from 9 years old to 18 years old, and they participate in every aspect of the production.
So when I first started Golden Hornet, I was very enthusiastic, but I was also a little bit nervous and a little bit scared because I felt like I didn't have as much experience as some of the other kids that were there. But they were all very enthusiastic about helping me out.
Like that line that's going through the whole piece. It felt like it was on the downbeat.
It should sound like it was on the upbeat if you put it on the beat.
The whole idea with this is to work together and to learn to work together as a team. And you see it in the students being encouraging of each other and listening to each other's pieces, commenting, giving feedback, but always in this positive way, working towards something together. It's another attention-grabbing part, too. Each meeting is split into art talk and production talk.
Yeah, I just need the headshot and the bios, 100 words. And I had a question, actually, about third person, first person.
They produce, put together, help envision this whole concert on top of writing the music.
It was truly amazing because I've never really been around other young composers who love composing like I do. I remember when the ensemble first played my piece, it was at a rehearsal, and I was like, is this really my piece? It sounds so much amazing.
Yes, any comments?
There's just one little thing.
Okay.
The tempo should be just a little bit faster.
A little faster? Okay,
Yeah.
great, great.
For the whole thing?
Yeah.
The whole piece?
Working with an ensemble who's trying to play your pieces is definitely a skill that you have to develop. You just have to be confident in your own assertions. Like, people are gonna ask you, did you mean it like this? Did you really want it to sound like this? And you can't just be like, I don't know, maybe. You have to know what you want in that sense.
They're getting this opportunity to like really learn about how it is to work with people, how it is to work in a really professional environment, to really take a piece, write it, produce the whole thing, and like learn about the show.
The section where the drum, you just have like bass, that part, that's supposed to be like a lot more intense.
That can be really tough to get your ideas, you know, to get them heard and played exactly like you're hearing them in your head, you know, and how do you do that? And I think, yeah, each one of them did such an incredible job.
The atmosphere at the concert, it was very laid back and casual, and that's something that I really like about Golden Hornet. So even though I had nerves going into the concert, they weren't very prominent once it actually started. I wasn't entirely sure that my piece, like the ideas that I had behind it, would actually work. But they did, and they worked really well. The way that the violinist played that really surprised me, and it was really validating for me, I guess, to know that the way that I wrote it really communicated the idea that I had behind it.
This is something you were doing when you, as a side project to a book that you're also writing?
Right.
Cool.
The process really impacted me to be more confident in the music that I'm writing.
I was completely awestruck by the entire thing. I think the reality finally hit me that it was actually being played, my piece, with this wonderful professional ensemble. It was amazing. I thought like my mind was going to explode. So I do like it when people are watching my piece and they react. I do kind of like making people jump a little bit.
We approached this project as if we'd approach, working with a professional composer. Their pieces were very well thought out. I came into this project not really knowing what to expect and was blown away by how high of a level these pieces were. It was very meaningful. Just even seeing them, their eyes light up and they're kind of smiling as they're listening to their own piece.
We want to provide the space for these young composers to develop to a point where they feel confident in everything that they're presenting and what they're creating. This is a particularly moving concert for that reason, because you don't walk away thinking, oh, it was great that I heard those kids' pieces. You walk away thinking, that was a fantastic concert, and I can't believe that it was written by a 9-year-old or a 12-year-old.
Outside of this, I didn't really know many people, and that I also compose. I really only had one other point of view, and that was just my piano teacher. And having other people that have different styles really helped, and it was also just nice just getting to know them, like other composers around Austin, to know I'm not the only one.
When I look back at how I became a composer, it's because I had opportunities given to me by generous adult musicians. This is me trying to provide opportunities for kids to do things that students don't usually get. We're trying to help them tie to essentially this culture of Austin, where in a city full of bands, I think these young composers can see how that works and can experience that and get a feel for that culture. At the same time, they're composing in a way the bands don't usually do. This band town is now a place where all sorts of new music ensembles are doing this work, but all of them are informed by the lessons of band culture, and now they're part of both.
We're Golden Hornet, and thank you so much for being here.